Greetings, I'm Dr. Stephen Cook, Superintendent of Coeur Public Schools. Thank you for taking this time to watch this video. In these next three videos, we're going to take our opportunity to give you a little bit of a background on how the school district is funded, where that money goes, and how the local levy impacts that. In the next few weeks, our school board is going to have to make a decision on what to do with our local levy, how much to ask from voters, and place that vote again in front of the voters. And we'd love to get your feedback before that opportunity happens. So we're going to ask you some questions at the end of this video series to get your input. The Coeur d'Alene Public Schools have 17 schools and about 11,000 students. We've grown about 100 students per year over the last 5 years, so we are a growing district. We currently employ about 1,300 people, 500 teachers, 750 classified staff, and about 40 administrators. We're the largest school district in North Idaho and the 6th largest overall school district in the entire state of Idaho. This year, the school district's operating budget is just a little over $75 million. Most of that goes directly towards salaries and benefits for our staff, and that's typical for school districts in the state. However, state funding doesn't meet all of our needs, so we've had to employ a local levy historically to make up the difference of what the state doesn't fund. The remaining 24% of our general budget comes from the local levy known as Maintenance and Operations Levy. We fund about 25% of the school district's general budget with local tax dollars. This past year, or the last time it was voted upon 2 years ago, it was about $16 million. We've had this local impact to our school district budget now for 32 years in a row, and to our best knowledge, we've never had the voters fail to approve that local ask. Our spending has gone up pretty significantly, approximately 22% over the last 10 years. That's substantial, but let's take just a minute to look at how that spending has occurred. Some of those increased costs are due to inflation, some of those are due to increased benefits costs such as insurance, and some of it is additional personnel. As you well know, when you have an increased number of students, we have to hire additional staff. So increasing our enrollment by 500 students over the last several years has also caused us to have to increase the number of staff members that we have to support those students. Another consideration, in 2008 when the Great Recession hit, school districts across the country had to decrease their budgets. Coeur d'Alene Public Schools decreased their budgets over $5 million for over 2 years period. Many of those programs had to be slowly restored back into the district over time. So recently we've spent money on things like adopting new curriculum and reducing class sizes so that teachers and students benefit from that. We had to replace older school buses with newer, safer buses. We've also had to buy new computers and technology for the classrooms. Lastly, we've enhanced our school resource officer program and made additional safety and security measures for many of our schools across the district.